हाम्रो च्यानल आइक्यू ज्ञान हेरेर बस्नुका समस्त दर्शकहरूमा हृदयदेखि आभार व्यक्त गर्न चाहन्छौँ। दर्शकहरू, आजको बसाइमा पनि हामी विश्व व्यवस्था दृष्टिकोण ओल्ड सिस्टम पर्सपेक्टिभबाट एउटा क्वेसन लिएर आएका छौँ। क्वेसन राख्ने अनुमति चाहन्छु। बेस्ड अन द बुक कार्डामोन एन्ड क्लास बाई एन्ड कार्लोस Fitzpatrick describe how cardamom production and foreign labor migration have contributed to increased economic integration of Mamanke into the national and global capitalist economy and the emergence of economic differentiation or class formation. Or how does and Carlos Fitzpatrick account for relationship between changing mode of production, cardamom production, and foreign labor migration and class formation in Mamankhe village in East Nepal? Answer सुरु गर्न चाहन्छु। इङ्ग्लिसमा छु आज। And Carlos Fitzpatrick is an anthropologist and currently working in United Kingdom as a campaigner, researcher, and writer on economic and environmental issues. In his research-based book Cardamom and Class, a Limbu village and its extension in East Nepal in 2011, he explains three historically overlapping productive processes: subsistence agriculture, cardamom cultivation, and international migration. This book shows how each production process has contributed to different ways to acceleration of economic differentiation and rural class formation. It focuses on cardamom introduced to the village in 1968, a high-value cash crop that has provided a means to significantly transform the lives of a large section of Limbu society, despite the increased integration of the village with a national and global market. The continued exercise of the Limbu languages and cultural practices emphasizes the active role villagers have played in shaping their current condition. How has cardamom production contributed to the increased economic integration of Mamanke into the national and global capitalist economy and the emergence of economic differentiation or class formation? Fitzpatrick argues that the cardamom in Limbu village benefited large and small producers and non-producers who could sell their labor as potters or Khetala. However, the economic differences between households that may previously exist in terms of level of subsistence production were exacerbated by the introduction of cardamom. At the point, one can begin to describe an emerging processes of rural class formation. Before cardamom, economic differences were both much less extreme, since less profit can be made from surplus subsistence crop production and tied much more directly to ethnic differences. The Kshetri controlled proportionally more land and could sell their surplus crop production or trade it in exchange for goods and labor. The development of cardamom as a high-value cash crop had several effects. First, it provided both Limbu and Kshetri villagers with productive cardamom land, usually on cultivated forest land, across to cash and the market economy. Since many Limbu villagers owned forested land cultivated with cardamom, the earlier economic differentiation along ethnic lines, wealthy Kshetri and poor Limbu villagers became increasingly economic differentiation along production lines. Wealthy large cardamom producers and poor small or non-cardamom producer. Second, cardamom production led to the revolution of forested land. Such areas had previously offered little more than firewood and fodder, but now became a lucrative source of income. This income meant that cardamom production land could be mortgaged in exchange for loans and the repayment of debts. This exchange resulted in the household, taking on larger loans than they would have previously, but encourage households to increase across to capital to consider investing in land and property elsewhere. Third, the increased gas ability in Mamanke because of cardamom and cardamom related work in Sikkim led directly to development of the district of extended village in Japa is tied to the development of the third productive process, international labor migration. How foreign labor migration contribute to the increased economic integration of Mamanke into the national and global capitalist economy and the emergence of economic differentiation or class formation. According to Fitzpatrick, this more recent shares a long history with seasonal labor migration to Sikkim and other parts of India in the early 1950s. Beginning in the late 1990s, villagers from Mamanke began to travel for work to several Gulf countries and Malaysia. Perhaps the most profound effect on the village economy and society in economic terms, successful labor migrants have been able to repay debts, purchase property in Japa, and support a new set of economic demands, paying for private English medium education and supporting the cost associated with an increased dependence on market goods. In terms of social changes, international migration paired with the profits from cardamom production has led to emergence of a district village in Japa. An urban or peri-urban Mamanke, this district village has become both a hub for the social networks that villagers increasingly rely on for migration abroad, and for many villagers a symbol of the opportunities offered, economic wealth and successes. Thank you very much for watching. Do comment, do help by doing share, subscribe and commenting. Thank you very much.